Welcome to another episode of Roof It Right with Dave and Wally. So who do we have with us today?
Hey guys, Justin Finnerty. I am the product manager for GAF Roof Coatings. GAF Bleed-Blocking Asphalt Primer is a new product.
Wow.
We are excited about it. It's an easy to install, fast application.
Is this a coating or a primer, or are primers and coatings the same?
They're different, but
Okay.
we have primers and we have top coats, we have base coats, we have everything. Primer, what we're going to talk about today, is an important step in restoring asphaltic roofing systems.
Okay.
What's important with primer and asphaltic roofing systems is we mitigate and block the asphaltic oils that bleed through the systems that come up through our top coats.
So what types of asphalt can you go over? Obviously, we're going over mod bit now,
Correct.
which is a granulated.
Correct.
Go over a smooth mod bit?
Correct. Yes.
Go over a smooth BUR?
Yes.
Okay. Very good.
Not over shingles.
Is there any temperature restrictions on this product?
Yes, this product, like acrylic products, is a water-based acrylic, 50 degrees and rising. So the way I think of it and the way I like to promote products with acrylic backgrounds or water-based backgrounds, baseball season.
Right.
April through October.
Oh, yeah.
In the northern half of the country. The southern half of the country, you're going to have a little bit more leeway.
So on our side of the world, we always run into that whatever temperature and rising. So we have to preach on this and preach on this. So 50 degrees and rising, right?
Yes.
So that means it's 50 degrees when you start at work, whatever, 8 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, whatever you
Correct.
start that day.
Correct.
It's 50 degrees and rising,
That's
not
right.
by lunchtime.
Yep.
Okay. So apply this brush, roller spray, all the above.
All of the above, whatever the job site dictates is the best method or as the contractor's installing what they're comfortable with, works for this product. Some roofs might be easier to install with a sprayer. Some might be better with a brush and roller. Some might work with a squeegee. It's all what the contractor's comfortable with.
Well, now that you say all these different ways to apply it, is it only in 5-gallon buckets, or do we have 15 drums or 55?
These come in 5s and 55-gallon drums.
5 and 55. Okay. What are the application rates?
Application rates are important, especially for primers. We want to make sure we're hitting the appropriate mills and building up the correct mill thickness prior to the top coats. For a granulated asphaltic system like you see here today, 1.5 gallons a square. Smooth surfaces, 1 gallon per square.
Okay.
Is there
Wow.
any pitch limitations to this?
No, typically this product here is specific for asphaltic applications. It's geared for asphaltic roofs.
Okay.
Typically they're going to be fairly flat.
Fairly flat, yeah. So, why coatings?
Coatings are becoming very, very popular in the industry. And there's a big reason for that, but we see throughout the country, your aging roofs all across the country. They have multiple roofing systems on there. And what happens then? You have to tear it off, remove it, throw it into a landfill. It creates waste. Coatings on the correct roof, the right roof, we can restore them. And where coatings is a great option is a roof that's clean, dry, and tight and before the end of its life cycle.
So get out there, if you have a hypothetically 20-year warranty, at 15 years you should go out and, well, they should be doing their maintenance anyway.
Correct.
But that's when you want to get there, is before
Correct.
you possibly run out
It's
of
at the end of the
warranty.
life, yeah.
Yeah, as we're looking at the, going in there and making our maintenance fixes and addressing any concerns, it might be worth looking into coating the entire roof, extending the life of it and protecting that substrate underneath that's still in good shape.
So I have a hypothetical question for you. Let's say that same scenario, roof's 20-year warranty, 15 years old. They got leaking areas. So those areas need to be addressed before you come and install this, correct?
Correct. So replace anything that's wet. What we at GAF and GAF Roof Coatings promote is all about substrate prep, and that includes infrared scans, moisture scans, adhesion tests. And we want to make sure when we're coating over that roof, it's dry, the product adheres, and it's going to perform and last.
Okay.
Perfect.
In our world, it's 2 roofs, and it has to come off, right?
Correct.
Is this considered a roof or a restoration product?
It's considered a maintenance product.
Maintenance. So you can do it this year, and 10 years later you can come back and do it again.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
So you can
cool.
come back, you can coat it 5 years from now, you can come back, add another five years to it by recoating it. Of course, the same thing's going to apply in 5 years or 10 years or 15 years. Clean the substrate. If any areas need to be repaired, make like repairs with like material, and you recoat.
Can you get, let's say, building owner has a GAF warranted system out there, asphaltic, smooth, whatever the case may be, 20-year warranty. Can he extend his warranty by using this?
Yes. So GAF, at the end of an asphaltic roofing system warranty, say 20 years, that system's now moving out of the warranty. We will come back, restore the roof using a primer like this or a silicone top coat over it, and we'll extend that and give a new warranty for up to 20 years.
Up to 20 years?
Up to 20
Okay.
years.
Wow.
So what we're gonna see here over the next few steps, we're gonna open these buckets up, we're gonna mix them for a couple of minutes, we're gonna see what it looks like before they're mixed, as they're being blended, and then we're gonna roll these products out today. And when we're rolling them out, as I mentioned earlier, the mill thickness, that's important for a granulated surface. We wanna make sure we're hitting 1.5 gallons a square, so we're gonna show you how to read that and make sure you're hitting the appropriate.
When you say we, can I see that roller right there, please? When you say we, hang on a minute.
Yes, sir.
You mean him.
Oh,
look,
that's
look
correct.
how that looks in
It
his
fits
hand.
you well.
There.
It looks good on you.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Me too. So once we have this roof primed, we're gonna let it dry. We're gonna come back, we're gonna apply a high solid silicone top coat.
I noticed the nap on this is
Yes.
really fluffy.
Yes. The easiest way to think about it is the smoother the surface, the smaller the nap. The rougher the surface, the rougher the nap.
Okay.
Granulated asphaltic system, we want to make sure we're encapsulating this whole roof with this primer. We're gonna go with a little bit thicker
So
nap.
fluffy is an actual technical term.
In Dave's world.
Yes. You don't want to go in Dave's world, trust me. I've been there.
So when we're mixing GAF Bleed-Block Asphalt Primer, we want to make sure we're mixing it for a minimum of 3 minutes. And what you're looking for is a uniform consistency to the product, and after about 3 minutes, you should achieve that, and you can begin rolling the product out. Storage life on Bleed-Block Primer is about 18 months unopened and stored in proper conditions. 50 to 90 degrees, stored indoors in a well-ventilated area and out of direct sunlight. We don't want to store it in an area where the product can be exposed to freezing temperatures. Application temperatures, 50 degrees and rising, that's air temperature. When we're looking at substrate temperatures, the minimum temperature for that asphaltic substrate, 50 degrees. Can go all the way up to 120, but when you're up in the upper extremities of that, caution should be taken when applying. So this is our mill gauge. We want to use these when we're on roofing projects to make sure we're hitting the appropriate mills. But you don't want to be over applying because then you're wasting material, but you don't want to be under applying either because then you might run out before the job ends. GAF and industry warranties are based on how many mills are put down in a coating application. Drying time is generally about 3 hours. That's going to vary depending on where you are within the country. Expect a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. That's going to be a range between when you're applying it during the year and where you're located. After the product's been applied, you want to make sure you have that minimum dry time requirement of 3 hours before subsequent top coats of your high solid silicone. You want to make sure you have a minimum of 8 hours before condensation, dew, extreme weather, or any freezing temperatures in the forecast.
Stay tuned to more episodes at jf.com/roofingitright.